Hello, everyone. This is Guru Matthew John, and it is an exciting time in the You Are Divine Human community. I want you to join because it is retreat season, and we have three exciting retreats coming up this year in 2026. Sedona, which will be the topic of this video, and you can also check out Hawaii and Peru, which will be in other videos on this channel. So, if you've never been to one of my retreats, this is my invitation to you. If you're ready to heal, if you're ready to transform, if you're ready to cross paths with like minded individuals that may end up changing the entire trajectory of your life, if you're ready to explore the vortexes of Sedona, Sedona, Arizona is one of the most powerful, potent, and important places on all of planet Earth. It is a giant vortex itself, and within that vortex are collections of smaller vortices, very similar to how a chakra operates. A chakra, imagine it being like a circle, and within that circle are all these little circles, and there's like mini chakras within the chakra. So same with Sedona. Sedona is itself a giant vortex, and within that vortex are all these smaller vortexes. And on our sacred retreat, April 8th through 12th, we are going to be visiting four of those sacred vortexes. In fact, four of the most powerful ones. And you're going to get to stay underneath the stars at Moondance Sanctuary, one of the premier, if not the premier, mansion slash retreat centers in all of Sedona. Posh accommodations, private chef that is going to be cooking our meals, organic, gluten free if you'd like, vegan if you'd like, vegetarian if you'd like, dairy free, whatever your meal preferences are, we've got you covered. A jacuzzi, a hot tub, daily qigong and yoga sessions, daily sound healing sessions, a one-on-one private meeting, a reading, a healing with myself. All of this included at a very good price. So let's go on over and check out the details of this retreat. So all of the details are in a brochure, a digital brochure that I have curated off my website, the events drawer. Okay, here we go. This is the Moondance Sanctuary, April 8th through 12th, Sedona retreat with myself, Guru Matthew John. So, the schedule first of events, I have jam-packed this retreat for your enjoyment and for especially your healing and awakening, and also lots of opportunities for us to interact with extraterrestrials. That's one of the coolest part about my retreats. So the three previous retreats that we've done in the You Are a Divine Human community, we've seen UFOs in all three of those retreats. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee that we'll see UFOs, but I can almost guarantee because it just seems to happen to our groups. As some of you know, I'm very oriented toward connecting with extraterrestrials and also connecting with the inner Earth beings, the Hollow Earth beings, Agartha. Um, and I'm a trans channeler of the ETs and of the Garthans. So it's not too difficult for me to lead a group into connecting with extraterrestrials. And Sedona is one of the hot spots for extraterrestrial activity on all planet Earth, and especially one of the hot spots in the United States. So if you're an alien type person, come to this retreat. Come to Sedona. The stars at night will be unbelievably clear. April is a great time to go because it's not too hot yet, but it's also not too cold at night. It's kind of in that spring transition period. So it's perfect at night for us to do group stargazing and UFO connecting experiences. We're going together in a shuttle to Sedona. So it's about an hour 45 from Phoenix to Sedona. So it's $199 extra if you're not renting a car. But with that $199, all of your transport's included to from Phoenix. And during the days where we're going and doing a group shamanic hike at one of the vortices, that's included as well. Wait till you see the rooms. These are really posh accommodations. We'll have a group dinner starting at 6:30, and then a night session on the first night. We'll introduce each other, we'll do our intentions for the week, and we'll have a wonderful sound bath and maybe even some channel messages on that first night as well. Day 2, after a group breakfast, group Qigong with my assistant, Kathleen Andromeda. And then we will do Clearing Your Karma as our first group session together. Group lunch, and then we'll depart in the shuttle vans for Cathedral Rock. Cathedral Rock is probably the most famous, most recognizable vortex in Sedona. So this is what Cathedral Rock looks like. And I understand some of you might be thinking, oh, Guru Matthew, let's do this, but I don't feel like I'm in the proper physical condition to do these sorts of hikes. Don't worry, you're not going to the top of this. You can't like really get up to the top of Cathedral Rock. We will be going to an area kind of at the base of these structures where there's areas around these rock structures where you can actually witness the vortexes in the trees. So you can see the trees actually moving in a different direction. The branches will be, there's not, even without wind, the branches will be kind of pointing in a certain direction. You can draw a circle around. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be going into some of these mini vortexes around the bigger vortexes. And that's where we'll be bringing our drums and our rattles and our crystals, and we'll be doing light language, and we'll be doing these shamanic rituals to clear our own karma, to connect with the beings below the earth, to connect to the beings in the sky, to connect shamanically to the earth, to the air, to the water, to the fire, to the 6 directions, the 4 directions, and up and down. So we'll be connecting shamanically and extraterrestrially, and also connecting into the ley line. Sedona is a massive, massive portal, and any energy that goes in Sedona comes out very charged for that part of the western part of the U.S. Think Phoenix, Vegas, L.A., etc. But not only that, really extending to all of the United States and all of the world, because everything is interconnected. So we'll be doing some powerful grid work as well at these vortexes. So that's Cathedral Rock. That'll be on day 2. We'll come back around 6:45 to Moondan Sanctuary, and we'll have a group dinner, and then we will be doing the Ascension Keys as one of my teachings that I'm most excited about lately are the Ascension Keys. We'll do some group stargazing for those who aren't too tired. You're welcome to go to bed if you are, or enjoy the jacuzzi, and then we'll call it a night. Day 3, after group breakfast and group Qigong with Kathleen, we will be doing a journey to Agartha. So we'll be taking a group shamanic journey, a journey through the astral plane to what's under us, Agartha. And it's definitely one of my passions is connecting people with the inner earth, the hollow earth, the Agarthans. I can recount many, many encounters with them, both in the astral realm and both in the more physical realm at the Mount Shasta retreat a couple years back. So I'm very, very accustomed to communicating with the Agarthans, and it's one of my greatest pleasures, actually. I really enjoy it. After lunch, we'll depart for Boynton Pass Vortex. So let me show you Boynton Pass Vortex. This one has a character to it. It's has a very indigenous feel. That's another thing we'll be connecting to the indigenous spirits, which obviously they're very connected to the land there. There's the Navajo myth or story that humanity began basically in Sedona, that the first humans came from underneath the earth. The first humans came from Agartha, and they populated the earth. So this Boynton's Pass vortex is very old feeling, indigenous, shamanic, earthy. So that'll be our day 3? Our day 3 hike. We'll come back to Moondan Sanctuary, and we'll have our group dinner. Again, gourmet food brought in and served on the spot, and it's going to be organic, local, high vibrational, highly nutritional. You're going to take a break from the normal fare of eating at restaurants and flying through airports, etc., and eating some real food. So that's one of the best parts about my retreats too. As some of you know, some of you that know me from the past, I love to eat. I love food. I'm a foodie. So it's one of the things that I really take pride in my retreats is making sure I'm serving people the highest quality organic food, and I will be. Um, After dinner, we'll do a trance channeling session with the extraterrestrials. So I will probably be channeling the Sirians, the Pleiadians, perhaps Orion beings, perhaps Andromedan beings, Lyrans, who knows? I've trans-channeled a lot of different beings, and I'm very adept at it. So we'll see who comes through. And then for those who aren't too tuckered out, we can do a little UFO watch. And you're always welcome to use the jacuzzi or the pool or the yoga space for meditation. You can explore the grounds. There's a little apple orchard. It's really pretty. During the morning, feel free to go by the pool and get some sun. It's just going to be a wonderful break from the real world. Turn your phones off if you'd like. Leave the rest of the world behind and come recharge. Come recharge with the earth and get the codes of Sedona. I can't tell you, it's so interesting. Over the years of doing this, I have had many clients where they come to me and I'm there to serve them. And there's this funny thing. I get this funny intuition that I should tell them to go to Sedona. And I do. And every time I've told a client of mine to go to Sedona and to, come back and tell me about it, they have the most transformational experience. They meet someone that changes their life. They let go of something huge. Sedona is this place where whatever you come in with, whatever baggage, karma, problems, whatever you come in with, you come out having let go of a lot of stuff, and you come out not only renewed but activated. You come out with this real understanding of who you are and where you're going and what you need to do to get there, like what the next steps are. It's very activating. There's a fire energy to it. There's an Aries fire energy to Sedona, and of course, this retreat is happening during Aries season, which is perfect. So Sedona, it washes your karma in a way, and then it also activates you and sends you on your way. But during the experience of being in the vortex of Sedona, anything could happen. You could meet an alien, you can meet a little troll, you could meet someone that is the most bizarre person, and you could, have the most incredible insights. It's a place of light and dark, of course, too. There is darkness around Sedona, just like there is in any vortex. It's a place where there's lots of stuff under Sedona. I think that some of it is not all of the light. It's a power point. It's a power place. And all light workers, all of those on the ascending path should at some point in your life visit these power points on Earth, because you have to at some point gather the codes that are there for you. And also you're being asked on another level to go to these power points to contribute light to the grid. We're in this process of dismantling the old structures and implementing the new Earth. And from an energetic standpoint, that occurs through the Earth's grid lines, the karmic energy that's stored there being transmuted into light. And it's us light workers, it's our job to do that. We're not always consciously aware that we're doing it, but when you are consciously aware that you're doing it, that's the most exciting time to be doing it. So come, bring your shit, and leave much lighter, much freer. And who knows who you meet. My last retreat, there were two people, and I had worked with both of them individually. I had said to the one, I see you meeting this spiritual partner soon. I said to the other, I see you meeting this spiritual partner soon. And I told them both that I saw it happening at some sort of spiritual gathering. Little did I know that it was my retreat. So I found out months after that they had really gotten to know each other at my retreat at Light on the Hill in New York. And as last I heard, they were still dating. So it's amazing the types of connections you can have at really high vibrational events like mine in the UR Divine Human community. So let's get back to the schedule though. Saturday, April 11th, that will be day 4. And after breakfast and Qigong, the morning, you're going to get to have both a private reading / healing session with me, Guru Matthew John, and also a private sound healing session with Kathleen Andromeda. So both of those are going to be awesome. All included in your retreat tuition, no extra charge. Kathleen Andromeda is unbelievable. She is such an asset in the You Are Divine Human community. She provides the most wonderful, wonderful grounding, healing, activating, expanding sound healing, sound baths. She's unbelievably talented. So after that, we'll have our group lunch, and then we will depart for Bell Rock. Now, Bell Rock, you might have heard of. That's another relatively famous one in Sedona. It's kind of shaped like a bell, if you can imagine. And again, don't worry, we're not going to be going to the top of it. We're going to be going to a moderate level. The Mount Shasta retreat, I had 20 people, and there were a couple people that had mobility issues. We made it work. We made it work where it was something that everyone could do, and even if their people couldn't do it, we got them to a certain point where we're not too much farther ahead, and it works for everyone. So don't worry if you have mobility issues. But this is Bell Rock, another really powerful one. After Bell Rock, we'll return back to Moondance Sanctuary. We'll have our group dinner. And then you guys know I'm a Leo, I'm a Scorpio, right? Of course, we're going to do a talent show and live music like we do at all my retreats. I'm sure I'll tell some jokes, and I'm sure they'll be funny. You better laugh. But no, it's so much fun. I always have some jokes that hit. I always have some jokes that don't hit. And then if you play the guitar, if you play the flute, if you do magic, if you have any sort of skill or talent, it's just something I like to do at the last night of my retreats, is have people share a little skill or a talent or a story. Totally optional. If you're not comfortable, you can just watch, of course. But it's a very bonding experience on the last night of the retreat. After our last night's sleep, day 5, that'll be the last day. So we'll check out in the morning of Moondance Sanctuary or Transformational. There's 2 properties that are adjacent. Moondance Sanctuary is the main one. That's where all of our events are. And right adjacent to it, you walk through the apple orchard, is Transformation Home. So it's depending on when you register. Right now, I have spaces in both. But you could stay in either, and you might want to stay in Transformation Home if you want a quieter experience. But just work with me after you register. I'll do my best to accommodate the specific room that you want, either in Moondance or in Transformation Home. But we'll go ahead and we'll do a little group jaunt to Rachel's Knoll. Okay, this is Rachel's Knoll. There's a really cool labyrinth there that we'll certainly take part in. And this is a less well-known Sedona vortex, but it's just as powerful as the other ones to be at. After we do our shamanic ritual at Rachel's Knoll, we'll have a little group dinner in Sedona, in the town of Sedona. And then we will depart for Phoenix. We'll arrive back at the hotel in Phoenix at around 10 at the latest. Okay, so let me show you Moondance Sanctuary. This is just so beautiful. This is what it looks like from above. There's the jacuzzi, there's the pool. You can see all the green space around it, the pond, the fire pit. We will be utilizing all of these things. Here's some of the inside, a little balcony. And then there's the pool again. That's the yoga space where we'll be doing the daily qigong and yoga in the morning. Little living room space to just socialize and hang out, decompress. This is the dining room and the kitchen space. A little TV room to hang out in. It's massive. Um, Very posh. This is where we'll be eating our group dinners. This is the kitchen, which you're welcome to use. You could put anything in the fridge. If you want to have snacks or you want certain drinks or whatever, we'll stop at a grocery store at a Whole Foods probably on the way to the moon dance on day one. And here's some of the bedrooms. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Some of the rooms have a jacuzzi in the room. Look at how cool this is. Oh, I can't wait. Look at this room. The view. Some rooms have two beds. Now, obviously, some of the rooms have been booked, but I do have a lot of availability left as of this video. So I'm happy to work with you to give you the room that works best for you. There's a lot of different options. Here's some of the outside space. Beautiful. And then let me show you Transformation Home. So this is, again, right adjacent to Moondance. It's right across through a little apple orchard. Also has a jacuzzi. It's a little bit quieter. It's got a log cabin feel to it. We'll be eating all of our meals together in Moondance, but you have your own dining room if you want to hang out late at night and have a late night snack. There's a little bridge that goes across a creek. If you want to be right near the creek, you can stay in a Transformation Home. Look at the beautiful cobblestone fireplace. Look at how posh and comfy and log cabiny it is. Little kitchen, little hangout space. These are some of the bedrooms now. Big bath. Again, some rooms have one bed, some have two. These are the apple orchards right here. And you can see whether we're at Moondance or Transformation, you have the view of this giant structure here. So what are you doing if you haven't signed up yet? I mean, isn't this incredible? And my retreats, like if you think Ascending as One is great, if you think the tarot course is great, if you like my videos and my podcasts, like the in-person is a whole nother level. It's not even the same in the same ballpark. The types of transformational experiences, the healing experiences, whatever you got to heal, bring it. I'm ready to help. The spirits that are helping are ready to help. The land is ready to help. The vortexes are ready to help. Whatever you're bringing in, you'll come out with it washed, cleared, healed in some way, and you'll come out with more knowledge of self than before, and you'll come out on a higher timeline than before. It's always my intention with my retreats that you leave the retreat on a higher timeline than you came in. So let's talk about the logistics of it. How much is it? Very reasonably priced. This is all inclusive. Single occupancy, 3,333. Double occupancy, 2,777. If you're coming as a couple or a group, it's just 2,222 per person. So these are really very more than reasonable rates, considering you get plush accommodations, luxurious accommodations, luxurious organic food, and all of the healing sessions as a group, privately with myself, with Kathleen Andromeda, all the daily expeditions, the hikes to the vortexes, the nighttime entertainment, and just everything. It's all included. The only thing that isn't included is the transport fee, which is $199 total per person. Unless you rent your car or you drive there, then you don't pay that fee at all. It also includes a retreat T-shirt, and as I said, the face-to-face reading and the sound healing, and all your meals, and also 6 months of the Ascending as One Academy. So whenever you register, if you register now, you'll get that starting in March, and also 20 recorded masterclasses. So it's over 60 hours of digital content as well. Okay, so if you're interested in this retreat or you're ready to jump in, what's the next step? Email me, okay? youareadivinehuman@gmail.com. That's how you can get in touch with Guru Matthew John, myself, directly. youareadivinehuman@gmail.com. I'll answer all your questions. We can even jump on a phone call or a WhatsApp call or a Zoom call if you have questions or you just want to talk to me face-to-face about the retreat. That's totally fine, totally normal. Most people, when they sign up for the retreat, they want to do the brief consultation. No charge, no obligation. Let's just hop on a call and see if it works for you. Yeah, any other questions, you can comment below and check out the other videos on this channel for the previews for the Hawaii and the Peru retreats. Okay? All right, everyone. It's really been a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing so many of you at our retreats this year. This is going to be the best year of retreats that we've ever done in the You Are a Divine Human community. And of course, coming with it is a very much upgraded me, Guru Matthew John. I am ready to be of the utmost service to you and to humanity. I'm ready to assist you to where you need to go on your path and to help you heal what you need to heal. The most powerful, potent way is to come to the in-person events. Okay? Email me if you have any questions, anything you want to know more about, or if you're ready to select your room and get registered for the retreat. All right, until next time, everyone, thank you so much. Namaste.